Hey everybody, this is Chris on Uneducated Network, and this is Uneducated Hero Talk. Today we're going to be talking about The Defenders. What you think about it? Me personally, I liked it. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Uh, it was a real good show. One of the things I liked about it is where it started off, where the Defenders started off, it seemed like it was starting off where each of the series ended. You look at Luke Cage, he ended up turning himself in, and he was being arrested. You see him being released from prison in the beginning of Defenders. With Iron Fist, when his show ended, him and Colleen was actually in Kung Lao, and they had dead monks around him, and knowing that he was late, that he should have got there earlier. So it starts off showing and that Iron Fist was actually on his way back to America, but he was having a dream that he was still in Kung Lao, but he was coming back to America after the whole incident happened. Then you shift forward to Jessica Jones. She was still dealing with the whole thing with Kilgrave. They didn't mention anything about Kilgrave, but you could see that she was still distressed. She gave away the practice of her her private investigation services. So she sort of gave that away. She wasn't looking for that. And Daredevil was on the same page where he put away his suit. He hung up the clothes and everything. He was no longer Daredevil. He was just Matt Murdock, the lawyer, and he did that mainly for Karen. It seemed like Karen would really just wanted him just be say one didn't have wanted him to do anything with Daredevil, but you also seen that probably that he was feeling some type of way after losing Elektra and stuff like that, so he's gonna try to cling on to any kind of love that he has in his life. Uh, Another thing I liked about the show is when they focus in the first couple episodes, say like maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes, they don't meet up until probably the end of the second episode or the third episode. Uh, Not all together, but a couple of them meet separately. But they don't all meet up. But when they focusing on each of the individual characters, so when you watch Luke Cage, you feel like you're watching you're in the Luke Cage show. And you watching when you see Daredevil, you feel like you're watching Daredevil. Because they each have their own vibe to the show. And what I like about it, probably like the third or fourth episode, it becomes their own vibe. So I'll say for like 10 minutes, I feel like you're watching Luke Cage, Luke Cage, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist, who just mixing it all up. Another thing that I liked about, I'm hoping about, they dropped a little, some Easter eggs letting you know what maybe the next seasons are going to be about with these individual shows. You seen in the background they had posters of the Harlem Renaissance, and that's going off of Luke Cage's character, the main villain off of Luke Cage. Not the main villain because the main villain was Diamondback, but I forgot her name, but the mayor. Um, so she's gonna be so she's coming back for Luke Cage. So I liked how they also had a little banter between Luke Cage and Jessica Jones at the end, last episode, where they say, hey, we gotta stay in touch. I think we should go out and get some coffee. And everybody knows what coffee means to Luke Cage. Luke Cage don't like coffee, but coffee, going out and getting coffee just means going out and doing the do. Everybody knows Luke Cage is a player, man. Everywhere he goes, it seems like he draws all these women to him. When you see him on Jessica Jones, of course, he drew in Jessica Jones. And then you see him on Luke Cage. He ended up getting with Misty Knight, who's going to be another character that you're going to see more develop in the Defenders. And then you're going to see he actually hooks up with Claire. Him and Claire is actually like a main item, it seems like. And what's funny is they talk about that all in the Defenders, how Luke Cage, they make us notice that Luke Cage is hooked up with all these girls, but they never let you know that, hey, Daredevil hooked up with Clear too. So I thought that would have been fun if they had Daredevil talking with Luke Cage and they find out, hey, we was the same girl, or they ask, even Luke Cage would be like, who's better, something like that. But they might always do that in the future. Let me see. Like I said, I don't want to give too much. I don't want to spoil the show for you if you haven't watched it yet. But somebody will die. Won't be a villain. A villain will die, of course. A bad person will die in it, but a hero will die in the show. I don't want to tell you too much without ruining it for you. I want you to still be excited when you watch it. Um, Now it's a spoiler, but it's really not a spoiler because at the end of the Defenders, they try to make it seem like that Daredevil dies. But everybody knows Daredevil doesn't die because last year Netflix already released that Daredevil will have a season 3. So how you gonna kill off Daredevil and it's only in season 2? So you know that he's gonna come back for season 3. But how it ended though, he woke up. He woke up looked like in a nunnery. And the first thing when the nun seen him said, "Wake up, tell Maggie that he's awake. Go get Maggie." And Maggie in the comics is actually his mother. In that shot they showed of Daredevil, of Matt Murdock laying in the bed with the bandages and it painted up. That's actually the same picture they have in the comic books. I think it's either Born Again or Reborn, and it tells the storyline of actually how his mom left off and how she comes back, but how she has to nourish him back. But actually, a lot of with Kingpin, and with Kingpin being the main villain. But I don't think Kingpin's going to be the main villain for the third season, just because they already dealt with Kingpin in the first two seasons. So I don't see them going down that road again, at least not this soon. Like I said, with Luke Cage, Luke Cage could be a number of different things. Just because they hinted it with Jessica Jones, and they hinted a lot with him and Iron Fist. Because everybody knows him and Iron Fist, they actually come together and they have their own dual team. They actually done a lot in their own. They have their own comic series. Power Man and Iron Fist. Power Man being Luke Cage. Another important thing that happened in the show, I'm not gonna tell you how, but Misty Knight, she loses her arm, and what's so big about that is in the comic book, Misty Knight she's her own hero. She becomes a superhero. She has a bionic right arm. So now what's funny in the comic books, the person that does her actual arm is Tony Stark. I would like to see them get Robert Downey Jr. to come on the not Defenders, but it'll probably be Iron Fist. Come on Iron Fist, but I don't think it's gonna be Iron Fist. What I think they're gonna do, since Tony Stark in the original comic book is the one that gave her the arm, they're just gonna swap out billionaires. They're gonna swap out Tony Stark with Iron Fist because why wouldn't you do that when he's already there? And he already said that he's gonna be fronting the bill. He's gonna be fronting the bill. He got research programs out there that's better. The best research programs out there. So you have to feel that he's gonna be the one doing it. So I think you're gonna see Misty moving from Luke Cage to Iron Fist. And besides that, you have Luke Cage and Colleen. Not Luke Cage, but you have Colleen and you have Misty Knight. They come together, and they're actually the ladies of the dragon, the women of the dragon. So they have their own little comic book series. So I feel like they can even do a spin-off when she gets her bionic arm of her Colleen, because in Iron Fist, to me, she was a stronger character than Iron Fist. She was more believable with her fight scenes and everything like that. Not taking away anything from him. But I like the show. It was real good. Real good. I think it could have been longer. Another thing that they tease you with a little bit. On Netflix, when you look at the top, they always tell you, what seasons you watch. If it's season 1, season 2. But this doesn't say season 1. This says series. But it says series 1, so it gives you hope. Where, okay, it's still 1 there, so it could be series 2. You never know. But usually when they say series, that's it. Over. I hope they have another season. I think Netflix would be stupid if they didn't do a second season. Just because what they was talking about, they all have to come together to save New York. They have to band together to save New York. To me, the villain, the Hand was a good villain or whatever like that, but they didn't have to all come together to save New York because they were just really trying to. Besides the earthquake they showed in I think the second or third episode, that was the only thing that was actually threatening New York. And besides that, you had the Hand just trying to get into Common Law, trying to get the skeleton remains or whatever so they can have eternal life. And that's something else. So I don't want to get too much into that. But they'll explain all that in the show. Like I said, I think the Defenders was real good. Like I said, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you haven't seen it. Are you going to see it? Who are you most interested in seeing have the season next? You don't know the order that's going to be in. I think Jessica Jones will be first. Then it's going to be Luke Cage. Then or Daredevil. You don't know who's gonna be. I think Iron Fist is gonna be back slated to the last one coming out. But everybody knows Punisher will be coming before that. Let me know what you think. If you hope if they do have Defenders season 2, if Punisher coming to the Defenders as well. Let me know what you think. Let me know what shows you're looking forward to too, because there's a lot of other good shows that's coming out, man. A lot of superhero shows that's coming out. So let me know what shows you're interested in seeing. And which one we talk about next. But y'all have a good one. Like, subscribe, and thank you for tuning in to Uneducated Network.